So, Shogun, let's start where I do with every interview. And how did you get into RuneScape? When did you first play it?
Oh god, 2004 sometimes? Around those times? It's a while ago.
Yeah, and did you come across it yourself, or was it introduced by friends?
A friend mentioned it, said they would give me a free steel armor if I joined. So I joined, and then they actually never gave me the steel armor, so scammed.
Scammed out of the steel armor. And
I know, right?
And then you just kept playing. Did it like hook you in initially,
Yep.
or?
I played for a bit. I met it. It kind of ruined for myself since I joined at a really bad time when there weren't many Europeans online. So I met a group of New Zealanders.
Okay.
And I started playing with those. So my college years was waking up at 2 a.m. to play RuneScape with New Zealand people.
Which is like the opposite of everyone else who plays RuneScape schedule, which is going to bed at 3 a.m. So, over the years, did you have breaks, or was it always a constant in your life?
Well, there's always breaks. I don't think I have any major breaks though. So, yeah, it was maybe like a few months here and there, but no like massive breaks.
So let's.
The longest break I've had now is probably the one currently. Well, actually, it's not really a break, but we haven't done too much. I log in, do some ocular dailies, and then log out again. I do my oyster. That's about it.
Have you ever got lucky from the oyster?
No, I have not, sadly. The best I got is like 3 million. Still decent, but
could be a whole lot worse.
Oh yes.
Have you ever owned a party hat?
I have one now.
Colour?
The purple one.
Nice.
It sits and collects dust in my bank.
It's not hugely useful, I'd imagine.
No.
So,
there was a bug at one point where party hats were giving too much. I think it was the beginning of EUC. Party hats and items without any armor stats were misbehaving and giving you a lot of armor instead. So they were actually best in slot for a small amount of time.
Tier 99 party hat.
Yes, pretty much.
So, how did you get into working at Jagex?
I started off in the Transformers department. When they released the Transformers universe, I played a lot of it. I was one of the people that got invited for the opening of it, or the opening of the open beta, I think it was, something like that. And from there on, after I finished my university studies, a friend I knew was working here asked me what I'm doing now, and I said, "Just finish uni." So he referred me, and then a few weeks later, I was working here.
Kind of fell into it a bit. So did you study something along those lines at uni?
I studied games development, yeah.
And then
for 2 years.
And was the first role like QA stuff, or was it actual development?
Yeah. I joined Transformers QA for about 6 months. Then I moved over to RuneScape QA.
And then fairly recently, it's way up to content dev now, right?
Indeed.
So what have you worked on for? Yeah, what have you worked on for people that don't know?
Oh god. Both for QA and
yeah.
dev,
So what did you do in QA, and what was your favourite bug you found while doing?
There's too many bugs.
You must have had a favourite though. Must be some that stand out.
There was a really bad bug that's been live for like 18 months and no one had discovered, thankfully. But it could delete your entire divination energy stack. If you manage to put them in your musp at the last slot, it would delete them if you ever use them as a preset. So that was a good one.
That's so random. Like what? You just came across it one day because you were just told to test something?
No, it was when we were releasing the Mammoth.
Right.
We had to test with 2 new slots for every item, and then it was discovered that Muspa already has 32 slots, and the last 2 slots were misbehaving with stacked items. They gave you 1 item instead of all of the items.
Nasty.
Yes. That's a pretty good one. That's one of the fun bugs, at least. Other than that, in my personal time, I worked on like a lot of things, really. Safe tracking, as you know, I made in my spare time. Been doing bits and bobs everywhere. A lot of balancing's been going on as well. That I do on this as a side project.
And then actually on content dev, since that last year and a bit or so?
Daily challenge rework is on me. And then I've been on Ninja, so doing various Ninja fixes here and there. So I joined Ninja when I first started. Then I went over to another team, did daily challenge rework, did some early game improvements, and then I went back to Ninja again. So
kind of come full circle and back home in the dojo.
I was also in Ninja as a QA, so it's like Ninja's my thing apparently.
Did you did work with the safe cracking?
Yes.
Were you kind of the driving force behind coming up with the ideas, or was it?
Yes. So I was working in the same team as Mod Ryan, and this was before he got 200 million in all his skiller stats. And his last skill was thieving, and all he was doing was sitting and complaining on how much he hated thieving for a skiller. So during one of our TAP projects, I came up with a solution to fix his problems. And that's how safe cracking was born.
Get into the game. And then the Ripper Demon pet as well. I know you are a huge fan of Ripper Demons.
I do love me some Ripper Demons. They're quite fun.
I do normally ask like favourite mob and stuff. Would it be the Ripper Demon for you?
Yes, it would be.
What about quests? A questy boy, you like the lore of the game?
Oh yeah, I read everything, and I'm not a space barer like people tend to be. But yeah, I really do enjoy the lore of the game. It's fun to read.
And have you got a favourite?
This is gonna be quite controversial, I think. But Morning Sun Part 2.
Okay. Why
I really like the puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really easy.
No, that's what makes it enjoyable. So yeah, I really do enjoy Morning Sun Part 2, for the puzzles sake at least. Of course, if there was one thing I could fix with it, would be the stupid handholds, where you have to climb across for one of the crystals.
Just fall down.
Yep. So I think it's been fixed now, but it used to be that every like jump you did with your hands, you would roll another check. So you had to get lucky to complete like 10 checks in a row to complete the actual skip across the gap. Which is why it was a bit horrible sometimes.
Why it was so hard, yeah. Stacking the chances. Obviously another horrible legend, the one in the pyramid.
That wasn't too bad, to be honest.
I think when I remember doing it was quite a few things. A little bit frustrating. He's going to get up the stats now. Got the access to the database, get straight in. Rav is saying he's a big fan of you and tells me to tell you.
I do. I see it. you do tend to like stalk me, this Rav person. I found him at a pub once as well. Oh. And he couldn't even drink properly. Oh.
So what's your favourite boss?
Favourite boss? Oh god. Probably Yakamaru. We had a lot of fun memories of early day Yakamaru. Especially during testing of it, where we had like a group of internal testers testing mechanics. It was 10 of us. We were testing the stun pool, and someone kept stunning Yakamaru. And no one owned up to it. So before the fight started, Chriselle put in a bit of code that now says who stunned Yakamaru for how much damage, and he told no one about it. And then the next try we did after some discussion, we went in there, tested it out again, and this time it said, Mod Ramen has stunned Yakamaru, Mod Ramen has stunned Yakamaru, Mod Ramen has stunned Yakamaru, and then we were all dead.
And then it stayed in the game since.
Yep.
It's so fun just having it there, though. You know who is your failure.
So yeah, that's probably the favorite boss. My personal team's got fun as well when I play on my personal account doing raids, so it was good times.
Nice learning experience and working with people.
It's more fun to see how players handle the tactics instead of how we imagine them to be.
Okay, yeah. And I'd imagine that's with most content. You put it out there expecting it to go one way. Like archaeology, I guess, how it's trained. You kind of had an idea, players are probably going to do these collections, work out, and then it turned out completely different. Wow, like that. You got any, like, prime examples of stuff?
Solak is the best one for players to think of ingenuity and like how to skip phases or avoid stuff. It's really fun. See what they make up at least.
Nikki's saying it's nice to see a mod who plays the game fanatically.
I wouldn't say fanatically, but I played it for a long time. I have 800 days of playtime, I think. So.
So just over 2 years, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a fair amount.
Because I know you play other games, like we've had a chance to play League a couple of times together, but what other MMOs and stuff have you sunk your time into?
I dabble in everything, right? So, before I went to study and work at Jagex, I worked at a gaming cafe where we rented out computers for people to play games on.
Nice.
And I had to like help around or make competitions, etc. So it was good to know, like,
have a good
games.
Base knowledge of everything.
Yeah, and that's stuck with me now. So I play all types of games, just try them out, and it gives you inspiration on what to do with RuneScape as well. So take influences here and there.
That is one of the things that comes up a lot. Is RuneScape has so many different kind of play styles, I guess, in a way. Like you have people that are skill, that chill out, that like mini games.
Yeah.
Not so many anymore, but like to boss. You think that's part of why it's stayed so constant for like 19 years?
For me, that's one of the reasons why I love it. Since you make your own adventure, nothing is set in stone. You create it. It's like a sandbox MMO. You do what you want to do. You set your own goals. Do that. In other MMOs, it's always a straight path. Follow this storyline, and then you get to the end game, and then it's just the same old. Here you have like open field, right? Do what you want.
I guess it's kind of like Minecraft in that you kind of get dumped in it and you can go off on whatever path you want in some way.
Yeah.
Although, do you think that limits new people coming into the game, because it is a lot of info to?
It's both ways, right? It's gonna be good for some people, it's gonna be bad for some people. It's a hard one to do. The same way that a linear storyline will be hampering some kind of people as well. So
because people want that freedom if they can. What's your fondest memory working at Jagex?
Oh god, I can't remember. It's been a few of them. It's a lot of fun working here. The people is amazing. Going to RuneFest is quite fun as well. Meeting the players. I think it was last year. I was part of the Ask a JMod question thing, and I had left my post at the mini golf to grab some water, and then on my way back, someone just finds me for the Ask a JMod. So I stand still and do the task. But by the time I had finished that, 2 more people had arrived.
They'd seen you
and then
swarmed.
And then they started forming a queue. I don't think I moved from that spot for like 2 hours. It was quite a surreal experience, but yeah.
So how is the whole like RuneFest weekend? Because we did chat a little bit as well. That you were kind of, I know you had to rush off at the end. Is it kind of quite surreal, sort of coming down and seeing everything just laid out, and you get much of a chance to play with a bit?
No, we don't. We come down normally the day before, so we see what's going on slightly earlier than the players, but and then we leave before some players as well. So it goes up and down really.
A very very full on weekend.
Yes, it's a lot to do. You better get to sleep, so you have to be up quite like early to get in the coach to the venue and stuff like that.
In your time working there, has anything gone like wrong over RuneFest weekend, sort of in game, that people have had to kind of scramble to try and fix? I can imagine that
not
could
that
be.
I'm aware of, no. We had one time where it wasn't us led to us, but if you logged in from your phone at RuneFest, it would flag you as, "Hey, you left your country, and this is we're gonna do you a favor and automatically lock your account so you don't get hacked." And that that turned out badly, obviously. So some player supporters had to open a station. Like, did you get account get locked? Come talk to us.
What's the favourite thing someone's come up and asked you at RuneFest?
Oh God, can't remember this. I've been
so
to
much.
all of them so far. So
did you go to? So how long have you been working at Jagex?
6 years in a week.
Nice. And did you go to RuneFest before you worked there?
Yeah. I've been to all RuneFest so far, so haven't missed a single one yet. Even the first one, which was turned out to be free.
Yeah, that was probably a really nice surprise when they came on stage and were like, here's your money back. What is your favourite thing from the Jagex cafeteria?
Oh, so me and the cafeteria have a good relationship where I actually go behind the counter and cook food sometimes, which I've done a few times. So I make Swedish meatballs, of course, with my grandma's recipe, and I make a dish called Flying Jacob,
which is like a casserole sort of.
Yeah, so it's a casserole kind of thing with chickens, bacon, a sauce of like chili and cream, and peanuts and banana. So it's
quite a mix. Swedish food
thing.
Certainly has got some interesting mixtures. Yep. Like you said, banana pizza is another one.
Oh, it's delicious.
I still haven't tried.
Sneak that in game as well as an achievement. I proposed an achievement to give a highwayman a pizza, and you got accepted. And in my spare time, I made a new pizza and made up the pizza you have to deliver.
What was your first 99?
Attack.
Okay.
I trained on the desert treasure skeletons down in the shallow lair. Remember that? Using Excalibur and a bunyip to stay alive.
And you did that just because you wanted to attack first? Was there a particular reason?
I don't know. For me, strength was never important, since if I can't hit them, strength is useless.
Very true. But like, I mean, compared to other skilling, because a lot of people with cooking or that sort of thing.
Yeah, but see, back in those days, getting a 99 cooking was very frowned upon. So his cooking and fletching was frowned upon. You don't get those. So my first skilling 99 was fire making. Lots of fires being made in rows and rows.
And what was the last 99 before you maxed for?
Oh God, I got like 5 skills in one go for 99, so I actually don't know. It's probably like farming is one of them, I think, and maybe rune crafting and hunter. I hate hunter, can't stand it.
Even with big game hunter, you're not.
Oh yeah, well before big game hunter, I got 120 hunting through stockpiling proteins. and then using that during double XP weekend.
I did a fairly similar thing with crafting bits. I had like 7k. Took me a huge way.
So yeah, Hunter is my least favorite skill. I can't stand it.
Your most favorite?
Too much clicking. I'm a big fan of dungeoneering and Slayer.
Yeah,
I really enjoy dungeoneering. The dungeoneering is a weird one. You need to have a good team, or it's not fun. Like going to World 7-7 and finding a team for an abandoned 2. We do a 5-5 large and they take 19 minutes. It's not too enjoyable.
Is that because you like sort of trying to get it as quick and as down as possible?
Yeah. Yes.
You like playing efficient?
Sometimes. For me, I'm not very efficient in some regards. But for dungeoneering, the timer makes it like a competition. The lower I can get it, the better it is.
It's like speedrunning. Yeah.
Yeah. Like XP, I don't really care about. It's just I want timer to be small.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to open it up to chat because I feel like they're going to have quite a chunk of questions. Obviously, some you're not going to be able to answer, so we will we'll filter through it. But if anybody has got any questions, Mod Shogun, what is a pancake, Shogun? You should know this.
What is a...
Wait, what is a flapjack?
I have no clue what a flapjack is, so
Wait,
I can't
really?
say that. Yeah, of course. They don't exist in Sweden, so...
Yeah, but you've been over here for years, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a flapjack.
There it is. There's a flapjack.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had one of those before, so...
Ah, you should, man. Especially if you can get them with chocolate on. Anyway, I love how I've got that picture just ready to go now. Poppy asking what the stance is on the Alt 1 overlay.
And a pancake is also different from how you English people do it, so it's not rare. It's more like a sweet crepe, but slightly thicker. There's cream and strawberry
crepe
jam.
And pancake are slightly different.
Yes.
Soda or pop?
I say soda, but I sometimes say pop as well. It's just, well, the things I hear and I try to replicate it. Depends, really.
Yeah, I normally just say Coke or Fanta or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than like soda or...
the one I don't say is lemonade. I never understood saying lemonade.
I mean, do you like lemonade? Is that
no, not really, no.
No, not a lemony person.
No, too sour.
Do you know the lowest kill count for Ripper Demon Pet? I know someone got it like within 5 minutes of it, but it's quite hard to...
Yes, so they got on the same day it was launched. Since we didn't start tracking from when we launched it, it's hard to say the lowest kill count for it. It's not something I looked up really, so can't really give an answer to that.
You live in England before working for Jagex? Or did you move over?
No, I live in Sweden. I got the job offer, and then I had 2 weeks to relocate. Well, it was self-inflicted, but still.
I'd imagine that was kind of hectic, getting everything.
A bit. It was fine though.
You said it was after you finished uni. Had you then like moved back home and then had to move straight out again, or was it?
Pretty much. I've been home for like 2 months, and then straight back.
What is 777,777 in Swedish? What is this?
That's a very odd one. It's because in Swedish the word 7 is quite hilarious. It's sju.
Oh no.
People can't really pronounce it properly, so when you add it together like that, it sounds hilarious to English people.
But how does it sound if you say it?
Oh.
For Christ's sake, again.
Hence why.
Wow.
So yeah, that's a.
What skills do you need to have? You think are like helpful, I guess, for working at Jagex? What do you think you knew that going in helped? Or what do you wish you knew?
It's like with any like job, right? Well, like, what skills do you mean? I mean, RuneScape skills or like life skills?
I would assume life skills rather than RuneScape skills. I just said 99 Slayer.
Yeah, precisely. No, you need a lot of crafting, lots of crafting. No, but adaptability and flexibility, like, also This could be lots of communication going on between each team, so it's good to be that focused as well. A nice logical mindset always helps.
Outside of the obvious Ripper Demon, what was your favourite Slayer monster to...
Oh, work on. Ooh, I worked on a few. Outside of the elite ones, I worked on of course, the new Abyssal Demons that you saw in like a few streams ago.
Creatures, yeah.
Yep, and I was working. I did mostly the balancing on the Slayer mobs from Lost Grove. So most of my involvement in Slayer creatures has been balancing for the drop tables and XP. I haven't really been that much part of the design of Slayer more than the elite creatures. So
you're there to make sure players don't get too much. I guess that, playing for so long really helps with finding that balance.
Yeah.
Was there any drop rate that was like stupidly common that you were just like, wait?
Hasn't that does gone live? No. There's been a few other ones that either were really underpowered and then need a boost, or vice versa. It goes both ways, really.
Zoe Dragon saying, did you make Ripper Demons fire him? They're responsible for 80% of his deaths.
Please don't fire me. Some of the mechanics I'm responsible for, and I'm also responsible for making them horrible. So while testing, for example, we discovered that you can just run in circles and the Ripper Demon can't really attack you, which was quite annoying. So we decided, just give him the blink ability and make him slaughter you, so you now have to stand still.
Or you can do the very sketchy method of running around with a cannon.
Of course, but the average player won't do that, for example.
Yeah. Nikki asking your favourite drink. Heard you're good in the pub, apparently.
Oh god, it varies a lot. So the weird one that I find repulsive, I don't know why, is I like mixing black Sambuca with Coke. Which people find weird. I don't know why.
How about the Ring of Wealth bug? No, I don't know if I was around for that one.
I wasn't working here when that got released, so I don't know about that one.
Is Wazzy a lightweight?
Yes.
No second thought.
No. I met him at the Runefest. There was enough proof. He still owes me a drink or two at the pub, but he never owned up when Rav was there. Checking that.
What's your favourite curry? I've been asking everyone recently.
Tikka masala or korma? I can't. I die from spice. Can't handle it. If I go to Nando's, I can't go medium. It's too spicy. Sometimes the lemon and herb is too spicy for me as well. So
I would imagine it probably can't That's the like dupe bug and how it was fixed. Fair enough.
I wasn't part of that entire thing, so, and I wasn't sure like if it was a dupe or not. I'm been part of the Linux team, so I don't really get all the information in the company. So there's things that other people work on that other people might not necessarily need to know. So,
well, I mean, even as players, it's almost impossible to keep every bit of content in the game. So I can't even imagine as a dev working on certain things, following it all quite pain. Will there ever be anything added to dungeoneering? I mean, we had Elite Dungeons added, didn't we?
There's always going to be things added to it. Like, there's going to be more things added to the shop, for example. Like, what's it called? We added the permanent gold accumulator. That was, you can blame me for the price of it.
Another thing you balanced, was it?
Yep. I put a price on that thing. Wasn't too bad. It's only 1.5 million tokens.
Do you watch football? And if so, team do you support apart from Sweden?
I do not watch football. It's a very boring sport, and I don't condone it at all. The only time I condone football is when Sweden plays England, and I can wear my flag as a cape and go to the pub.
So
That's why you watch a much proper sport called ice hockey. Much better.
Yeah. I do like ice hockey. It's so quick. Really fun to. I don't know if you've imagined that effigy colours question, Hydroplate. That will have to wait until Monday. There was a lot of tiptoeing around things.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair for me to reveal unreleased content, especially if it's coming up this close. So.
Doughy Dragon having a go at you again for your pricing for the accumulator.
If you look at it from how much you spend on the other Golem accumulators, it's a fair price.
Bergie asking,
it depends on how long you want to save for it.
Bergie asking, I think as a player, what was your favourite all-time update on?
Oh god. Well, I was around when they released the Slayer, so that was probably the favourite update. I made quite a sum of money from it.
What was your main creature you were farming?
I did a lot of Abyssal Demons in the AQR or AQL fire code.
And is that where the Abyssal Ripper, that kind of whole love come from?
No, not really. It's just that they needed something really.
Because you're also known...
it was from...
Sorry. Continue.
It was for... I'm good friends with Mod Pie, so talking about Hostilius, for example, and things around that, just sparked that interest in them at least. So.
Pitfall asking what your favourite colour party hat is. You said earlier you've got a purple. Is that your favourite?
Yes, I got a purple, but I do want a red one. That's what I'm saving for at the moment.
You are known for jumping into people's boss instances and stuff like that. Have you got a favourite out of the times you've done that?
Oh god. It was one time when I jumped in as Virago in a already ongoing Virago kill. That was a fun one. They panicked when a second Virago appeared. And just appearing, you go invisible and you appear as a loot beam when someone kills a boss. Where the boss loot's gonna appear. That's a fun one. Another good one is when you go to World 84, you turn into a penguin spy, and you walk around. A lot of people will try to click you.
They literally just left click you.
Yep.
If you right click, I assume it does actually show your name.
Yes.
No one. God cares. Favorite boss in RuneScape we sort of covered earlier was Yakamaru.
Yep, indeed.
Have you got any boss pets, or have you got a favorite of those?
Oh god, boss pets. I took me like 5,500 kills to get the Armadillo pet, so that's a pretty bad one. I have one of the Vindicta ones. Got it quite early, and that's pretty much all the boss pets I got really. I've been quite unlucky with them.
Archie, I mean, he can't quite take control of bosses, I don't think, but he can become
I
the
can
avatars.
on one boss.
Okay.
The Wilderness Worm we can control.
Have you ever, or?
Yes. It was during a time when I worked with Mod Pi to launch it. We took control of it and killed people. we could also, but I click a button, we can heal the boss up like 5,000 HP. So you spam click it and you can't die.
Wow. Did you've got is it still the potato item game, the special mod item?
Yeah, we have the potato. There's another item which does like the events that goes on, like telling people in the gobies, for example. It's another item, and to control the boss is a different item. So there's like a few other items around that players can't get their hands on, but they are in game.
Although it did happen once, didn't it? Potato got nicked.
Oh yeah, he did get nicked. Yeah, that's a good time.
That's impressive. Favorite combat style, range, melee, magic?
I said melee. It's always since start of the game. It's been melee. I used to enjoy a lot of magic back in the days, but back in the days I was fairly poor, so I couldn't afford using magic. Too expensive to cost the blood rune spells, so to say. So back in the days it used to be magic, but then transitioned to melee now.
Where does the mod name come from? Shogun. See,
it's from a book named Shogun.
Book? What is the book about? Is it like based on sort of?
It's a fictional story based on William Adams' travels to Japan.
Okay.
And how the English gains influence in Japan.
That Fat Dude Rock Cake.
And yes, it's a James Clavell book.
Yeah.
Well done. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it. It's probably my favorite standalone book.
Which boss would win in a Royal Rumble style event?
It would probably be a boss that can only be killed by a special means. So I'd say Hardmode Seljana, it would be the only one. Since you need to use an ultimate ability to kill her, and no boss can use an ultimate, so Seljana wins.
I mean, would an insta-kill not override it?
No, they had the kill by an ultimate ability, so you can't kill her. She's immortal.
It would just be literally rock against rock. Rago.
Pretty much, yeah.
Obviously, Rago, when you're fighting him, he's not meant to be at full power, is he? He's kind of scaled himself down to fight the player, I think.
Yes.
So maybe him at full power. Good contender.
It's a hard one to decide, really. Like, who's gonna win? Or it's gonna be up for debate.
Jad? Saying Jad?
Jad is quite weak. Like, he's extremely weak.
But I mean, I guess if we're talking Royal Rumble type style event, that means get them over the ropes and onto the outside. So I suppose Jad would literally be like and sort of stuck on the mat.
Well, then KK can win. He can knock people out. He charges people and they fly out. Win.
Anyone with like disruption, moving abilities. I don't. Well, with the way Telos sometimes walks.
Just gotta plan your positioning a better, Ed.
Oh yeah, I'm still in the learning process. Have you done much? Have you ever gone for titles?
I haven't. I got 100% and then I was done with it. I haven't really interested me to do more.
Just because you don't play solo stuff as much as group, or?
I do prefer group. It's more fun that way with more people and more coordination needed.
Else got anything they would like to ask, Mr. Shook? Your favourite holiday event?
Oh god. Probably one of the earliest Halloween ones where you had to dig up a zombie head and then you had to run around trick-or-treating kids by showing them the zombie head and then having that one laugh at them. That's a pretty special one.
There is a lot of interesting humour in here. How well did it translate?
Yes.
Like, did you speak English fairly fluently before you started working?
Yeah.
Was that just
We
through...
start quite early in Sweden to learn, and there's nothing is dubbed in Sweden. It's all subtitled, so you hear the English. And I started reading English books quite early as well, since it was a bigger pool of books, so to say.
Always kind of understood. I know some people that are native English speak learn a lot, which is quite a funny sort of, because there's so much dialogue in game. So much.
Oh yeah. It's for sure helped with developing my language skills, so to say.
Creating boss mechanics that make power creep difficult. I'm not really into the boss creation side yet, are you? Is that somewhere you'd like to?
No. I was heavily involved in Solak with helping Monrami with it, just giving feedback on it, stuff like that. So, it can be challenging since you never know how a player will. Like in the beginning, they will all do what you think they will do, but then there will be one player who finds his ingenious way of doing something, and then that will spread. Like take the beginning of Solak, where people needed pack checks to even get through one kill, and now you bring a Ripper Demon and you're done.
Jay begging you to make a really good boss. Any boss, but we've got a boss before the end of the year, Jay. It's something, right? Worst quest expense. I'm not sure.
Don't know what maybe expense.
It might mean experience.
Worst quest experience. Oh god, I liked all quests to be fair. Even One Small Favor, so can't say much.
We'll
haven't really had a bad experience with quests. Taking out Slitter's endgame, for example. The reason there's 2 maces is because of me. So when we were doing Slitter's endgame, we had one of the key features to hit was to be a memorable quest.
Yep.
Like how well Graphic Sleep was, and
Morning's End Part 2, I would say. Like
precisely.
puzzles.
And then we were like, oh, but the maze maybe it's too long, too hard, etc. So we just have the first part, and then I had to argue that if you remove the second maze, it's just gonna be you run straight through it, and it won't be as memorable as it was. And now everyone knows of this endgame maze, and we have hit the point, right?
Yeah. People, I mean, that's kind of because I am, as you know, halfway through the quest, right? After this interview, I'm going to go and do the final fighter. But
yes, Sisuke.
And that
the 4 fights.
Yeah. Well, as long as it doesn't take too long, I'll then use the reward from that to finish off Max.
Ah, nice.
I thought quite a nice way to finish it, because obviously it's a huge reward. A very memorable quest. Why not combine it?
1 million XP from it?
1.25. 250k lamps.
I thought it was only
On the wiki, it
5
says 5 to 50. If not, I've got sub 1 million Dungeoneering XP to go.
Dungeoneering?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Oh god. What a waste. You should have like runecrafting or something horrible instead. Or divination.
See, the runecrafting you can AFK, Dungeoneering you can't AFK. And when
you can AFK Dungeoneering. Leech sorted.
Wow. Minnie asking your favourite looking skill cape.
Prayer, Slayer, and Archaeology.
You do like your fashion skill.
Unlike you, who likes to torture people with your fashion scape.
Oh, don't you dare! The crystal peak, lovely.
I am not a leech. I am the one that gets paid for other people to leech. That's what I used to do back in the days of Dungeoneering, at least. So I solved flaws.
Worst looking skill.
Strength and cooking. Oh god. Collars clash too badly.
Have you ever been scammed in game, and do you remember it?
Yes. I was buying a rune pickaxe. And instead I got an iron pickaxe, and I was very sad.
Wow.
This was back in like 2004, so.
Did you learn from the experience, and have you been scammed since, or not?
No, that was the only time I got scammed. That one.
You learned from your mistake.
Thankfully. Yes, there's been attempts, but yeah. I was a young wee lad when I got scammed, so it's understandable.
Ape. Pointed.
I do have one. Thank you very much.
I think Noah's favourite.
Oh, for the good looking. Yeah, it's so hard to match the colours of it with the light blue. It's really hard to do that. That's why I don't like it. It's a nice cape in its own, but it doesn't go well with outfits.
Because what is your usual outfit?
Oh, it's the. Oh, there's bound to be a peg to somewhere. I can't really remember like what exactly things they put on. I think it's the Shinigami Origami mask, the Shadow Knight's plate armor, Slay 120 cape, and the Samurai Accolade robe bottom, something like that.
Samurai Accolade robe bottom.
It's a Samurai Mage. It's one of those robe bottoms, at least.
That's a good one. I'm not sure it's quite your department, but how do you decide like which bosses can be teleported from and which you go in and die?
Oh, that varies. It's a discussion between everyone, really. It's not a one person who decides it.
I guess it kind of builds to the prestige of the boss as well, doesn't it? Like if you can't escape, it shows their power is like meant to be, I suppose, higher level. Jay asking what type of updates you enjoy working on most?
New ways of skilling is always fun to think of something. I really enjoy balancing, and combat encounters in general is really fun as well. So a varied amounts. I'm not too much like quests. It's been a while since I last worked on them, so I can't really say much. But yeah.
Minnie's got an outfit to show you by the looks of it. He's got one that matches last quest, Kate. So.
I'm sure you don't. It's fine.
Oof. Oof. Feel free to put a link. Here we go. I'm gonna wait. Do I trust this?
I'll click it. It's fine. Yeah, that's horrible. Sorry. Just looking at it, you have the chick scarf. It's horrible. The weird glasses, and then those legs. It just looks horrible. Like, look at the legs, man. You can see the pixels of the legs. Doesn't work with the top. And then the boots used with the wrong color and too like metally as well. No, horrible. Out. Just look at it. Oh god. Chick scarf is one of the worst accessories you can have on a fashion scape. Don't use it.
Oof. I mean, at least you got the colours.
Roughly, but not correct. The legs and the boots are just way too off. And then the scarf is grey, is black and white, while the rest is blue and white. It doesn't make any sense.
Try harder, Minnie. Try harder. Yeah. Minnie's saying you should put something in.
Who knows? I don't do graphics, so I can't really do that, can I?
Blue and white armor. Invert the colours of some piece. See how long it takes for someone to notice. Did you rent your first RS?
Do I have to take a picture? Oh, let's see.
Go then, send us a picture.
Log in quickly.
While you're logging in, Jay's asking your favourite city in RuneScape.
My favourite city in RuneScape? Oh god. Catherby. Many hours were spent on that beach.
That just the nostalgia, the memories it brings back.
I used to be part of a friend chat that did a lot of fishing in World 23 in Catherby, so that's where it's from.
Have you ever?
Oh, that's my pin.
You ever really played with old school? Obviously, it launched just before you started, Jagex.
Yes, it launched a few months before I started Jagex. So I played it quite rigorously for the first 48 hours, and then I went to bed after achieving rank 2 in overall high scores.
I played for 40 hours and then I went to bed. Beautiful.
Yep. So I got rank 2 overall high scores, and then I went to bed, and then I never returned.
Wow. Just so you can.
I'll send you the picture, Eddie, and you can deal with it.
If you send it on Discord, I can't see it because you're currently full screened on my end. So.
How do you do this then? I'm gonna
just open original on Discord and it creates a link.
Well, that's fine.
Favorite world.
Favorite world?
world.
119.
Favorite minigame?
Trouble Brewing.
Bam, he has all the answers. How did you find, because obviously the initial, let's just, not that zoom, close enough. So during the pre-archaeology QA thing, all the J-boards were kind of racing to 99. How were you doing in the whole race?
I was number 1 during the longevity stream. So yeah.
Was that kind of?
It was me and Modiaga competing for rank 1. But
then you first when it launched as well, or?
For J-mod wise,
yes.
Me, what's his mod name? Oh god. Moderator, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And Mod Ryan, we got 99 together. Like a perfect E-date couple. All 3 of us in one go.
Yes, couple plus a third wheel.
Yep.
You do PvP, or did you back in the day?
I used to PvP a lot. I used to be part of a warring clan back in the days. Eternal Honor, if anyone remembers that. So I did a lot of free-to-play warring. I've done a bit of P2P PKing, but not in the later stages at least.
Favorite boss to kill while AFK? Skill to do AFK.
Boss would be Armadillo. Just sit there and it's done. For skill for AFK, it's a bit of a tough one. Does just combat count? Just killing everything demons? That's what I do when AFK, really. Or Edemus, I enjoy killing as well.
Anything that makes you some.
Hmm.
Obviously, Armadillo. Quite valuable. Probably helps with it. Watch much TV?
Fair bit, fair bit.
What was the last show that you would recommend everyone go and watch?
I'm starting to watch The Boys now. I haven't seen season 1 yet, so I'm gonna watch that. The Mandalorian was really good. I'm a big fan of Lucifer as well. So I watched a bits and bobs here and there.
Prime marketing has done its job. Got you into The Boys.
No, it's a friend recommended it to me, so I thought I'll give it a go.
Have you ever gone to the fabled set?
Oh, a while back. I did 5 stakes. Start off at 1 million, then I double it each time I did it. I won all 5, then I left, and I never returned.
The way to do it. Hated it.
Yep. A friend of mine though was he participated quite a lot in the Sun Casino, and there were a lot of times where he came to me to ask for a loan. And yeah, since I knew the person in real life, I gave him some money. He then returned to me a few days later, gave me back the money and some extra. And then next week he was out of money again, and then that repeated quite some time. So he basically funded my 99 prior, thankfully.
Worked out in the end.
Yep.
We kind of covered that you played like quite a lot of other games before you, and you still do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So consoles rather than just PC, or
PlayStation I enjoy. Some games on Switch. I don't own one. Can't stand the Xbox controller though, so it's just wrong.
Yeah, I don't like the PlayStation controller. Having the 2 thumbsticks down there doesn't.
Why? It's symmetrical. It's perfect.
No, because it's uncomfy. I don't know. There's just something about.
Yeah, but one's over there, and others up there. It's just wrong.
Okay, my first console, the first controller I ever had was a GameCube, so I'm kind of used to that setup.
Yeah, but that third one is also equally weird. You shouldn't.
But it's more comfy for your hand to be up here than your thumbs to be down here.
Oh.
Yes, it is. It's less stretched.
I completely disagree.
I do too. So tell us, you said you got to 100%, but have you done 300% racks?
I normally just go for 1 hour, and then it's like during a lunch break I do an hour, so I never really hit 300%. Never really stick that long. Don't have the time to.
Salty Mr. Ling are asking which content creators and stuff you watch, YouTube and streaming, or if when you've done with your day work you've had enough.
Oh god, lots. I just go on Twitch and pick one of the list. For YouTube it also varies. I'm quite a big fan currently of the Hermitcraft series of Minecraft, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch some people of those.
And do you watch much RuneScape content, or do you sort of...
For videos, no. I mostly do streams for RuneScape content.
Pop in and say hi and fill in chat. Thank you, Macaroon. I was going to say tasty macaroon. Definitely not. Or backing me up with Xbox controllers. There's another fashion scape.
Oh yeah, no.
Ray.
Questionable at best. Look at the mismatch of colours, it's horrible. Like 6 different shades of blue going on. What?
And then is it sandals? Wait,
no,
Galaxy Shark.
Shoes from Glycors.
Have you seen Galaxy Shark's fashion scheme?
I probably have. I used to run like a Twitter thing where people replied to one and I roasted people. It's always equally fun to do that.
Oh, Galaxy.
So it got quite popular at one point. I think I had like 500 replies I had to respond to. It was
apparently you rated it 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's about an average score though, so you shouldn't feel bad about it. I say Odyssey is about 3, so you're doing well there, Galaxy.
At least mine's one colour. I mean, the staff doesn't go, but that's because I don't use any override for the staff. Like, you know,
it doesn't make it any better.
I mean, it would.
Like, your outfit is the same thing. It's no, like, originality in it. It's just too much of the same color as well.
Let's see. Let's see. Like I said, I'm probably going to mix it up, because I did like how the Zamorak armor you get from Children of Mar looks. So I might try and create something based around. Shogun gave Jay a 0 or a 1.
Yeah. Some people have horrible outfits. Can't help it. It's like Wassie's, he's a hopeless case.
Golden, just blob.
Yep.
Favorite thing to do for gold? I guess AFK Armadillo, right? That's quite a nice.
So
easy
for
one.
me, gold just, I don't know what, it just appears. Like, I recently cleared out my bank and I found
J-Mod?
Like...
Gold just appears in
No, it's just, I just collect a lot of stuff and I never really sell it. So just clearing out my bank and then I found like 650 million just laying around in like junk.
Okay. Whatever you say, Shogun.
So I don't really make money. It just somehow while doing gaming it disappears. I know there's no cheat James Powers. We can't do that. If we were to do that, we would be fired under gross misconduct. So no.
Yeah.
We don't want to risk our jobs for that. That's the point.
Oh, all right. Well, there's no more question. I think we'll start to wrap it up because I've got Sliske to go and Sliske's endgame to go and finish, and then we've got a 2v2
I was part of the balance from that little fun boss. I was part of that as well.
Right, well,
me and Mod Ashes did the boss fight.
See, I did Nomad's Elegy yesterday, and I didn't enjoy the first bit, the Ascension Creatures one with Xenia.
On the bridge?
Yeah.
Why did you even do it? Did you not interrogate the dude correctly? It tells you a shortcut. You skip it.
No, I did that. No, I got that shortcut. But I mean the actual in the actual fight
when you
with
were
Nomad.
playing as Xenia,
when you play as Xenia, yeah. Yeah, no, that was... I don't know, it was just go in and press the 3 buttons and it took like 5 minutes. Oh. Jay is still begging you for a new boss.
Yep.
Wait, Jay, you have to wait.
It's Jay. Patience, Jay, patience. Key to success.
And annotations of an autopsy, that is a question he won't be able to. Shogun will...
I can't see the name, sorry.
Will Abyssal Bane Bolts work on the new Abyssal Demon Slayer monsters? Don't know if that is being kept under wraps.
Yes, they will do.
Or they will. Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. Great. Well, I think we will wrap it up there. Thank you very much for coming on, Mr. Shogun.
No worries. Now you owe me a game of Age of Empires. We're good.
That's fine. As long as you carry me, we'll be. Because I will not be carrying at all. I'll be there. You'll have like a full force. I'll just have. I've got my 10 houses ready. I've got my workers.
Yep.
I can't.
Can be you and Wes versus me. Still win. It's fine.
You would rush us. Like we wouldn't have any units. So slow. Do for agility what you did for thieving.
there hasn't been anyone complaining about it enough, so I can't really. And you need to get Ryan to complain about it.
Yeah, I quite like agility with Anachronia now. The Anachronia course is really nice, and it's good because it's like that speedrunning mentality, like you were saying for Dungeoneering floor. You like to get the timer as low as possible. That's something that having a long course like the Anachronia one gives you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will let you go. Obviously, this is completely outside of your work time, so thank you so much for coming along.